Hi guys, Skylar back with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about my watches. I've had messages sent to me on YouTube and things like that, usually asking me things like my EDC. I don't really have an EDC video. The reason I don't is because I would have to explain too much in there about me, personal life, things like that. And so I do have several things in my EDC that would be considered extensive, and but they are there for me for particular reasons. Just things that I like to have, and it goes all the way from my cell phone all the way up to my Kindle Fire, so I carry a backpack with me most of the time. And some of the other things in my EDC that the reason I have not done the video on is things like my backpack that I carry on a daily basis. I am a knife junkie like most people that watch my videos, so my knife alternates all the time depending on how I feel that day and what I feel like carrying. More often than not, it is something like my Fault Maven S1. I really like that one a lot. But I also alternate on my backpack that I carry all the time. I have a lot of Swiss backpacks. I have semi-hard packs, things like that. I have, no exaggeration, I probably have 25 different backpacks, not including the ones that stay filled for different things. So I have an awful lot of them. I even have messenger bags that I like to carry once in a while. So the reason I don't do an EDC is because it changes too fast. Well, one of the things that changes very often, this is not all of them, but these are some of my favorites, or have reason to be out here anyway, is I always change my watches too. The watches that change go from this one here, or some like it. I think I have about 3 like this. I'll break the bands and keep the watch, replace the band, and then I still have the watch, but I probably bought another one since then or whatever, so they tend to accumulate. But these are just junk watches. These I could lose, they could get destroyed. I don't really care anything about them. I'd probably care more about the band than I do the watch itself. So that's one of the watches that I do wear, and I use it for if I'm cleaning the pool, or if we go to certain things, like if we go this weekend, we're planning on going to High Falls, so I don't know which watch I'll be carrying, but this one would be one that I wouldn't care if I slipped and busted the watch. So anyway, that's one of them. The next one up will be something like an everyday watch. These are with the wave scepters that Casio put out. They are solar watches. I like them. I put a little bit nicer band on it. It has sweat protection, things like that in it. So this is kind of a everyday watch. So keep that one. And then the next one up would be something like my Timex Expedition, which I have done a video on. This one has the digital compass in it. So if you were trying to get bearings on a straight line, it doesn't have the doghouse feature in it. So you really couldn't use this and use it as a doghouse, but it does have the digital compass in there. The only thing I don't like about it is you point it in the direction that you want, hit the button, and then it doesn't change. You have to point it and hit the button over and over again. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just different. And that may be great, if you have to point looking down at a target, hit the button and then be able to pick it up and look and see what it was. So that's one of them, but it's the digital compass and most of the features that most digital watches have, timers, alarms, things, stopwatches, things like that. My newest one that I have gotten, and the reason I got it is because eBay had one that was listed incorrectly, and it looked like it was a store that used to sell them, and they were selling their floor model, which is the Pathfinder by Casio. This is a little bit older. It's than 1100 PAW, and I saw that it was listed incorrectly and watched it for a while and actually ended up winning it on eBay. But it came in, still had the plastic over the face. It didn't have a scratch on it. Everything about it was immaculate, and it was perfect. So it was basically like a brand new watch. The only thing that was wrong with it, apparently a customer probably came in, is what I would imagine happened, and took the band off the floor model and put his on it, and took the one from the floor model, because this one was beaten up really bad. It even had quite a bit of dry rot and cuts and gashes in it and things like that. So it was in really bad shape, which definitely did not match the rest of the watch, because if you can tell here, it's not even a single scratch on it. But I got such a good deal that didn't bother me. It actually almost cost me as much to buy another band from Casio as it did to buy the watch. The watch itself, it is atomic, checks a few times a night. It is also solar powered, so it charges itself when you get out in the sun. It has a lot of the features that you would expect from other digital watches. It first of all, this is not one of those. It keeps up with the records of where you were as far as altitude, things like that. It has a little record keeping thing in there. But alternate time zones, if you want to know what time it is in London, if you would want to know such a thing. Stopwatch, like most. Countdown timer can be adjusted to whatever you want it to count down to, and it has 5 different alarms. And of course it lets me know when it last received, which was 3:05 on the 31st, which was this morning. Other features, of course, that come with these particular kinds of watches is the compass. Yeah, I thought I was about north there. But anyway, so you can see I do like the fact that it rotates the Pathfinders, that you can rotate them and see what directions or what without having to keep hitting the button. The barometer and temperature, and it also graphs it up at the top. And that temperature is just rising as I sit here out here in my garage with all these lights on. And then you have your altimeter there. But anyway, this is my new one, and I really do like it a lot. It's kind of big, but I'm getting used to it pretty quick. And just to give an idea, this is a double paracord. Of course, this would normally be on my other arm, but just like to give you an idea on the size. So anyway, guys, that is being added to my EDC rotation or series or whatever. I'll grab whatever I want for the time, but lately I've just been wearing this one, maybe because it's new. But anyway, guys, that is my watch EDC video, and I will be back with another video real soon. Talk to you later, guys.